Guys, welcome back. Continuing my playthrough of Midnight Suns. I'm playing on normal difficulty, going for the dark morality of the character. So we're gonna continue on playing through without any further ado. So let's head over.
These missions
She was
can't be
wanting
good for
me to hang
caretaker's
out.
blood pressure. That's twice now her precious hunter has almost gotten smacked by Hydra.
So we'll watch a movie with Nico. I guess they got video games here too.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
So I'm gonna want to say something that will make her like me. So let's go with, I guess let's try to like relate to her or not dismiss what she says. So that's
Sorry
terrible.
to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I guess let's continue trying to relate to her.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about her.
Now, when it
crappy
says watching a
parents.
movie, we're
You
not
missed
really
out on
doing that much
decades of
watching.
Good movies. It's my solemn duty.
So if
to
the
fill
movie
this
was a
knowledge gap with the
slideshow,
best
then I
examples
probably
I
won't be
can
watching it
provide.
much either.
So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that.
All right. Oh, I got a new Abby outfit.
So, what did you think of the movie?
We hardly watched it.
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void.
She just seems like
dreamt.
third wheeling, trying to listen in.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I feel like that's what, I can't remember what streaming channel it is, but may have been Amazon. Whoever made the Runaways, it's like, hey, feel free to ask what are the Runaways and learn more. Watch the series if you want. Let's go ahead and ask about the
I
Runaways.
had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear,
I
Molly,
have a feeling
our
she never had to
mind-sized
fight
powerhouse,
Magneto.
Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually
Did
we
you
realized only
run
the 6
away?
of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I wasn't anticipating such a sad answer when I asked that.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
Oh, they can't say band-aids
They come
because it's
true.
copywritten.
Kind of, and not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, magic.
All right, let's head
I
out.
should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
I feel like that's a bit of a passive-aggressive remark, watching a movie.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen.
I guess they haven't seen
Wanda's
me.
abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but
Agatha was killed.
yes, incinerated in an instant.
Well, at
Not
least it
even
was quick.
ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange.
When people say I
I
did
know
what
the
needed to be
others still
done, it's
harbor a great
usually
deal of
not sending them
resentment towards me
to
for it.
study abroad. Oh, my first dark or light choice. I'm gonna go with dark, because it still sounds like they're being a bit too intense about, like, wow, she really made the wrong choice sending her away to study with someone else to learn to control her power. I guess maybe I am evil if I'm like relating to the dark choices.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that, especially given her current
It's a
situation.
little concerning that the dark choice
Wanda,
she found very
Agatha,
reassuring,
it
rather
seems
than
we've
like,
lost them
no,
both
that's not the
now.
way to be.
I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter moves down either path. Definitely gonna go with dark. Follow Charlie to Agatha's shrine. Huh. Okay. So I guess you can sprint when you're outside. Alright, let's talk to the ghost lady.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's.
I feel like
Maybe that's
everyone's
why you're
hitting
the
on me.
first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body.
I suppose that's
I
one way of
actually
phrasing
find
it.
quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
I think Agatha may also be secretly evil. Alright. I feel like that's very unsanitary to touch a blood seal.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Alright, let's go through the blood portal. Trial of the Elder Gods, Oster, Oster. Open the way to locations barred. Recommended player level 1, current player level 3. I'm not sure how you could get here being level 1 unless you never use Hunter's abilities while you're playing.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
I already liked Charlie, but now I like him even more. So defeat all enemies to complete the encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order,
Okay, looks like they're
Ashtur
all
was sometimes
minions.
called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at
Alright,
least her idea
so
of one.
got quite a few knockback. I see. I guess it's preset to give you the same hand every time, and so it knows it's going to give you a ton of knockback. So apply 2 marked. Mark it. Marked means refunds a card play when KO'd. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark all of these guys.
Leave some for the rest of us.
And then let's go ahead and do some free takeouts. And then also this rock. And then let's go ahead and do a knockback. Knock him back into this other guy.
You were too weak for this fight.
And then forceful knockback. Okay, let's go with
Your
that.
chance to escape.
I'm guessing since it's a challenge, I have to do all this in one
Your mother
turn. Yeah, this will... Oh, wow. I thought I was like, alright, I'll be able to do it just
Feel
like
my call.
with exactly the cards I have left. But I can actually... I think, yeah, I can do that. And, oh, I think I just screwed myself, because now I can't knock this guy into anything.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Yeah, I think I only got 2 stars instead of 3. I'm not sure if it's possible to get 3, but if I can redo that, I'm gonna try to, because I think I can. I feel like I almost had it, and I just slightly messed up. I guess I can't retake it, but I don't think there's anything I missed. It's gonna be too devastating. Moon seal. Alright, let's place the moon seal. Just get Oster's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Alright, let's go ask a god to open a door for us. Words of power are magical incantations the hunter can use on the Abbey grounds. To use a word of power, hold spacebar. So... oh, okay then.
The goddess of order approves.
Alright, looks like we found a chest. Okay, I need an arcane key.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
I'm gonna be honest, I've been pretty bad with names, so I thought Caretaker was Agatha until she was talking about Agatha, and I completely forgot her name was Sarah. Like, when she mentioned it, it wasn't even something that I was like, oh, that's right. It was
Good
like,
girl,
okay, I
Charlie.
feel like that's the first time I've heard of it. Yeah, I set the like textures to like epic or whatever the highest setting is, and then looks better, and seems like the graphics are still pretty decent. Although the models of the characters isn't super great in general, I don't think. So like character, I don't know, he just looks like kind of like bulky, but not like toned necessarily. And that's something that it kind of feels like a lot of characters have that look to them.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far
Yeah, so always
from
gotta
any
come up
mere
with names for
container,
these
I
things.
assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Is that just the pose everyone has? Is this like fists on the hip?
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Ooh, evil choice. I just want to be like cartoonishly evil, and when he's talking about using Hydra's magic box for good, just for our uses, be like, yes, our good uses, they're well-intentioned uses. Huh. It seems like the dark choices I've been going with have been kind of safer, or like what I would think was good, because their dark choice is to destroy things related to Hydra, and then Light is utilizing kind of dark powers. So let's go ahead, just do the dark choice and get that morality.
I would be highly suspicious of anything that Hydra has had in its possession. My advice would be to do what Tony says. Destroy whatever is in there immediately.
With all due respect, Hunter, that would be
Oh, he didn't like that.
short-sighted and foolish. For one thing, it's very, very hard to dispose of magical items. The repercussions are sometimes unexpected. Besides, I need all the magical items I can get.
And why is that?
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
I'm still a bit confused why that was the evil choice, because I feel like in real life someone was like, hey, I found nuclear energy, and you're like, yeah, let's utilize it, let's like make something from it. That'd be evil. And if they're like, hey, let's not mess with nuclear energy, it'd be like, alright, that seems safe and like the morally good choice. But you know, I guess when superheroes get involved, it isn't so black and white.
Please tell me it's not
Studying
another
artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. So let's search the only, or study the only artifact that we have.
I'm not expecting anything with this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years.
I feel like that's a really weird
Sanctum
phrasing.
Sanctorum is no common domicile to be
In a
burgled.
place of honor in my
These
bedchamber.
barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Prophia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. It's probably
Alright, so I
not the
got
object of power
essence
you
of
were
different
hoping
types.
for. It's fortunate that we haven't run
Okay,
into
how did
the
that fit in
curse.
that box? I mean, I guess it's all magic, so none of it has to be explained, but that still doesn't feel right. So, increase my research level. Research projects take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Okay, looks like we got 3 things that we can research. I'm gonna go ahead and not read out the description, but rewards, we get a forge schematic that we can craft a powerful single-use combat item. See, that I'm like already not gonna consider that, because like a one-use thing, I'm probably not gonna use it anyway, and it's just gonna get wasted. Then we got war games. Forge schematic, increase ability options, and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. Okay, that sounds more useful. It sounds like when you do the research the gamma foil, instead of giving you 3 options, it'll give you 4, so that's kind of like a nice little bonus. And then the Way of the Fang. Okay, I gotta do another mission with Blade, but it'll give me a yard schematic that I can spend moves to knock back enemies in combat. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be pretty useful, since usually I move just to align it, and then if I can move, knock back someone, then I think that would just give me a lot more options. But for now, we'll go and research this one. Research is now in progress. Return to the forge tomorrow morning for the results. And let's go
Give me a
ahead
sec.
and analyze the gamma
Okay,
coil.
what's up?
And analyze this one.
Analyzing now. How does this look? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Alright, I can change the cost of a random heroic card in my hand to 0. However, this is a light balance card, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, this has chain 2. Oh, I already own all of these, but I can upgrade this card that does attacks in chain 2. Or this one that's a taunt. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm very much like glass cannon build, and so far it's been working out pretty well, so I'm gonna keep going down that path. And then research is already underway. Alright.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Oh, nice. I was wanting to talk with Ghost Rider more. Like, he was one of the main characters I was interested in.
You moving into the forge, Hunter?
Okay. Oh, I thought there was a smartphone just floating there. Ooh, Moon Knight. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity in the unconscious. Let me inspect this.
Intriguing.
A desk cluttered with books, some of them older than you, and you are quite old. Oh, even being from 1700s. Older than me. I'm glad the game didn't forget that I'm, like, 300 years old, rather than just, like, mid-20s or however old. Or, like, I look more like 30, but... A wooden chest with brass hardware containing glass files. Alright. Let's talk with Ghost Rider.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
That you're a Ghost
You are
Rider?
bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
Alright, pretty easy. We're gonna go dark again.
I am the Scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay.
I didn't
let's do
realize
this.
Ghost Rider
I'll
had
get Blake to set things
heterochromia,
up.
where his
Won't
eyes
take
are
a
different
minute.
colors, but
I will head to the yard.
I'm into it.
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Alright. Oh, nice. I'm glad we unlocked Ghost Rider. And, oh, I forgot that message that got added. Oh, and let's go ahead and upgrade this. So, this card. Strike. I'm trying to remember, do I upgrade it at the forge? Oh, no, wait, it was at in the yard. I haven't looked at any of these skins yet. Is this like something's not loading, like the lighting looks off, or is it supposed to be this dark? Oh, I can get this just for linking my account. Let's take a look at my character. Because I forgot I had unlocked something new. Oh, I have to spend currency to unlock it. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with my combat outfit anyway. I guess this is fine just to kind of give a casual look, especially when I'm like trying to connect with teammates. Let's not do makeup. I don't think that's gonna come up. Okay, I can wear sunglasses. Huh. Yeah, I'm good on that. Alright, I guess I can't preview any of these. Oh, okay. I guess that's what happened with Blade, that since you don't have the preview unlocked, it just darkens the current outfit. Because it wasn't looking right. Let's see, in combat, do I want this lower face prop? But, I mean, if it was free, I think I'd probably go for it, but dropping 50 gloss on something that I don't really need, probably just going to save up and use it for an actual outfit. These do look pretty cool, but I'm not about to drop premium, like actual money to get these. Let's look at her costumes real fast. Oh yeah, I unlocked one of these. Oh, okay. That's not bad, but I do prefer like the jacket, like leather jacket style. I don't want to spend too much time on this, so let's look at one more and then we'll move on. Okay. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, go here.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
And then let's
talking
upgrade that
training.
ability.
Ready for more?
How much attack essence do I have? Oh, okay, that's pretty much all I have, but, you know, might as well start using it rather than just stockpiling it. Oh, so now I can chain it to 3 people instead.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
And then daily sparring. Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. So today, let's go ahead and spar with Ghost Rider.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
Alright, so we got our sparring, and now all heroic cards in the starting hand cause 0 energy, or heroism.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a...
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse
It looks
prophecies.
like Blade's arms
the
were
Bronx.
clipping through his torso.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Ooh, dark option. I feel like he's not going to like me for picking this, but, you know, I think I'm going to be a bit more committed to getting that dark balance than I am to making friends with people that I don't know what that eventually gives me anyway.
Are you trying to make a point with this?
No, I mean, I just wanted to catch up.
I see. Well...
She's something else, though, huh?
Excuse me?
Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Not going with that light option. I guess let's go ahead and push this point a little bit.
Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is Shakespeare for you fancy her.
I do not. I respect her as a fellow warrior.
The same way you respect Tony or Caretaker?
Hell no. It's... Never mind.
And therefore is Winged Cupid painted blind.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go kill some monsters or something. Let's just keep this a chat to ourselves for now.
I'm just imagining he's like, oh, the same way you feel about Tony or Caretaker. He's like, no, I don't think Tony's hot. I mean, no. Let's see. I want to look at my character to see the dark light balance. Oh, right, I forgot to check this thing. So, searches continue the Wakandan caves for the missing spelunker. Concern for safety rises as rescuers emerge with wounds from an unknown animal. Oh, I thought this was going to be like a very on-the-nose reference to the kids that got lost in that cave. Nothing to respond to with her. Alright, let's go talk with Captain Marvel.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts
Alright, cool.
exactly.
I'm about ready for
There's
another
just
mission.
one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Let's go ahead with the dark option.
Every second we delay is a victory for Lilith. I have little patience for child's games in the midst of our war.
No argument there.
Yeah,
Look, I don't know if
it seems
you've
like the dark
noticed it,
option
but
is
she
just
seems to
really
like
intense, takes himself
I've
too
known
seriously.
magic just about as long as you have, and all I've gotten from her is a few grunts and words I'm afraid to translate. Maybe you'll do better.
Fine. I will retrieve her.
Well, when you phrase it like that, I'm sure she'll just be begging to
It's
help.
like Captain Marvel's clipping
luck,
through
Hunter.
her collar.
I shall return shortly.
Fingers crossed. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, let's talk with Ghost Rider. Oh, I can talk with both of them.
I'm game for another round if you are.
Oh, it said credits. I thought I was just gonna play the credits for the game.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Alright, let's talk with Nico.
Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl.
Why, hello, Hunter.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing
Oh,
the
there's
others
Quicksilver
value
in
before,
the portrait behind
opening
her.
their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
Alright, let's go with the dark option.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Then put the
Dark
damn book
option
down
is-
and help me get her back.
You are nothing if not direct.
Huh.
Not
I
to
did not
mention
expect her to like
unrelenting.
that, but
I can respect that. And perhaps you are not entirely incorrect. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
gotta make a mental note to that magic tends to like direct answers, responses, even if they're rude, so
I take it you found
Hopefully
our
I can
gatekeeper.
upgrade my
Then let me
friendship with her
explain what's
sooner
going on.
rather than later.
When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Okay. I was like, mirror table sounds really odd, but I guess it's this thing. So let's go to New York. Okay, I guess it's just me and Captain Marvel. A Hydra helicopter is loading critical supplies down by the docks. The heroes must make sure that it never gets airborne. Combat bonus. Ghost Rider earns a combat bonus from sparring with the Hunter. Add him to the squad to earn a powerful boost at the start of the next mission. Can I bring him with us? Okay, cool.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
What is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match.
To be honest, I wasn't sure if the Abbey that we're at is in a different plane or dimension, so with magic being gone and not being able to teleport anywhere, I was like, we should probably have some backup plan. Disable the Hydra helicopter before it can depart. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. So I'm guessing I'm just going to be knocking a lot of guys into it.
We will never forsake her.
Certain enemies will grant powerful cards when KO'd. Highlight an enemy with the cursor to see which card they will grant. Okay, I thought that was cards that they were going to play if I don't stop them. So good to know that it's stuff that bonuses I get.
A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your
Drop
appetite
enemies
for
knocked into a
destruction.
drop have a
You
chance to be
insist on
instantly
meddling
KO'd.
further,
Okay
forcing
then.
our hand yet again. Oh, that's just lovely.
So I guess it's like a
Faustus has a radio.
pit
I'm
that I can
assuming
knock
whatever
enemies into.
Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Wait. Ghost Rider takes 17 damage? Huh. Okay. Alright, let's see. So, this guy, if I defeat him, gives me an ability that if target is an object, apply infinite vulnerable. So I guess, well, let's focus on the minions first. So stuff like this guy. let's go ahead and redraw this card. And this one as well. I'm gonna see if I can hit like all of these enemies with the photon beam. Doesn't seem, yeah, doesn't seem very possible. So let's go ahead and move her over to the left a little bit. And then I think I can at least hit these two guys and the helicopter. Yep, that looks very good. Okay.
Guess I'm still the focus here.
And then 17 damage. I don't think I have anything that could do that. I guess let's go ahead and try making a drop and see if we can use that. Or make use of it.
Vengeance is near.
When an enemy is knocked back into a drop, they have a chance to be instantly KO'd. The instant KO chance goes up as the enemy's health is reduced. Heroes and supervillains cannot be knocked into drops. Alright, I got one more card play. Let's see if we can knock someone into it. Okay, that has a 39% chance of a knockback. If we go with him, then it becomes 66%. I guess we'll go with that one. Although Ghost Rider will take 17 damage, but I think that'll be alright. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and end our turn.
Not bad.
We will not fail.
But man, that guy's just like lining up to get knocked into that pit. Like he just saw it happen to his friend, and so he's right in front of him.
Want to keep doing that?
Alright, I'm weakened, so
Still not ready to
let's
give
check
up?
what that means.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing.
Weak
The
offense
Gamma
reduced by
disruptor
50%
so
for one
narrowly
turn.
escaped
Yeah,
within our last
that's
encounter
actually
was
pretty
only the
bad.
beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit.
Give all
You
drained
truly
soul cards
are
plus
your
one chain
mother's
and plus
child,
one
Hunter.
heroism cost. Oh, I can knock this pole down? It only hit one enemy, so I don't think I want to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and take out these two guys.
Now that was something.
Can I knock someone into this pit over here? Let's go ahead and weaken this just before you get too far into it. And then vulnerable makes it damage taken from attacks increased by 50% for infinite turns. Let's see, can I knock him into anything? Let's see if I do this forceful. 39%. That's not a great chance, but if I can take this guy out that has 60 health in one turn, that'd be pretty great. So... I mean, let's go for it. Alright.
Could not best me. What makes you think you will
Did feel a bit too good to be true. Let's go ahead and redraw this since, you know, healing isn't what I'm usually going for.
By her command! Suffering grows with every strike. I'll handle it.
Does someone feel a breeze?
Looks like they want to try a few more.
Heroes can gain injuries in combat when they take damage at low health. Keep heroes healed and protected to minimize injuries. Injuries do not have immediate effects, but will have negative consequences if the hero is brought back into combat while still injured. Okay.
Hydra! The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Alright, I guess let's go ahead and target enemies that are focusing Captain Marvel and then Ghost Rider's second priority. So that'd be this guy and that guy.
You will suffer just as they did. Nothing personal, alright? No displacing!
Let's see if I can knock this. Huh. I'm not sure why I can't perform that. Is it because it's Ghost Rider? Huh. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take out both of these guys.
Weak, even for Hydra.
And then with my last move... Well, let's go ahead and redraw one of these. And then... I guess... these guys are gonna take a while to defeat, so let's go ahead and just focus on damage on this for now. Captain Marvel can now go binary. Playing 3 Captain Marvel cards will draw the Go Binary ability. In her binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage. Captain Marvel will lose her binary state once all of her block has been removed. Oh, it's free. Okay. I might as well do that.
Didn't think I could get any stronger.
It's not over yet, but it will be if this keeps up. Follow my lead.
Changes nothing.
You are going to pay for that. Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Okay, so this guy's about to do an
Helicopter's
area
about to take
attack.
off, and with it, any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
Alright, let's go ahead and focus on taking out the helicopter. Oh, cool. Looks like I can take it out right now. But that's guaranteed. Let's see if I can do something to take out an enemy before we do that. Well, that would take heroism, and I'm pretty low on it, so I guess let's just go ahead and finish this up. Oh. Huh. So the helicopter's immune to knockback, so... Okay. Let's play something that will restore health. Well, this would give me heroism, and then that should be helpful.
Walk in the light. The advantage is mine.
Okay. Now we'll have Captain Marvel use Photon Beam, and that will take it out. Alright, that looks pretty good.
Now I see why so many fears.
Okay, defeat the remaining villains.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
I want to open the pit, but I can't do anything to knock anyone into it this turn anyway, so let's go ahead, give everyone some block, and just finish out the turn.
Regroup and focus for Hydra.
Alright,
not done.
so
Just need a break.
pit it is.
Looking good here.
Oh,
This
I
is a
thought that had
serious
knockback.
predicament.
Okay, well at least it gave me reduce their health. Ooh, 91% chance. That's pretty good, but still just a little bit risky. But to throw someone to a pit, let's go for it. Okay.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Alright, looks like Sabretooth is in the game. Okay, I unlocked a new difficulty. Enemy health is 25% higher. Their attack is 12.5% higher. 1 revive per mission. But I get 10% more hero XP and 50% gloss bonus. I think I'll stick to normal for now. I think I'll be alright. The only thing is I still wish that this would tell you how many stars are possible, because it feels like I didn't do so well, so I got 2 stars out of 3. But it's not telling me that it's possible to get a 3rd star, but that seems to be what the case is. Mission rewards are tied to hero levels, so as the hunter gains levels in combat, the rewards offered on future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. Okay, that's good. At higher difficulty levels, all heroes level up faster, granting access to higher rarity rewards sooner. Okay, after reading that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go set the difficulty to that higher one, and hopefully I do all right. If it gets too difficult, I can always just bump it back down. Well, before I forget, let's check what Ghost Rider posted on Superlink.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
I am not a mind reader, Magic.
Hopefully she
Speak
likes
plain.
this response, but we'll find out.
You know, Hunter,
Alright, cool.
one of the things I like about you is your intolerance for bull. Even from me.
Stop speaking in riddles and just tell me what is on your mind.
It is not what's on my mind I'm worried about.
What worries you then?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Alright, got some dark balance points. So, wrapped up another mission. Seems like a good time to call it. And yeah, we'll be continuing this later on. Probably the next time I stream, unless some new game gets added to Game Pass that I gotta try. But thanks for tuning in. See you next time.